And it looks like we are live. Thank you for coming by to another live stream broadcast. I'd call it beat therapy, but you guys don't search for beat therapy, do you? You probably search for FL Studio Fire. So, what is it called? The Akai? Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good title for it. So, as people come into the chat, I'm just going to broadcast for a little bit. Don't plan to do a whole lot. The new... That's a dope name for a controller, huh? Fire. FL Studio controller. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that they came out with this thing. I think this is pretty doggone dope. Eric Harper, LG the Trash Camera. What's up, y'all? Thought I'd come on and broadcast. We'll talk about this controller and what I like about it and what I don't like about it. As a first look, obviously I haven't purchased it myself. And I don't have enough clout for them to send me one for free yet. Perfect Pitch, show you right. He said, you ain't got to tell it. I tell him, show you right. So, this is that new controller. I'm very interested into it. I've kind of learned that Akai actually does make some quality hardware. And I know this because I have the MPC Live. And there actually is a piece of quality hardware. So I can't say that they come out with junk all the time. Although I think those synthesizers that they came out with and those drum machines that they came out with weren't really the best experience that I think they could have put out. But they did make an effort. So you got to give them a A for effort. Not necessarily E F for effort, but an A for effort. Dynamic Mastermind, how are you doing? Thank you for coming by to the broadcast. As we're talking about the new FL Studio Fire controller. Is it Fire? What does Fire stand for? Free Loops Integrated Reason Enemy. The price of the Akai Fire is actually $200. So if you want to get one online or whatever, it's $200. I think for a controller that does that much, even though, you know what, I think it's probably going to be smaller than what I expect it to be. But could be good if you don't have a huge desk to produce stuff on. I mean, I got the Machine Studio here, and I got a Akai MPK25, and that is taking up some space. It can slide by me too. I agree. Right, Pure Beat Machine goes to Akai. Yeah, I definitely want to mess with an Ableton push, and basically you can do a lot of stuff with the controller. Perfect Pitch. No, man, don't buy one, man, because I want one of them bad too, man. I almost pulled the trigger and started payments on that thing. Which one you gonna get, the black one or the white one? Do I produce every day? No, but I'm working on producing every day. I'm glad you like the sound today. You're a hard audience to please. So obviously you can see that this grid matches what happens on FL Studio. You can adjust different filters and stuff like that by the knobs. You can change patterns. You can edit. You can hit record, play, and stuff like that. You're going to get the white one. I thought about getting the white one too. See, I normally go for the black one, but I think I'm going to go for the white one. And you know I'm going to customize those outer things there. The black one does look nice too. I just want one bad, man. My fear is that it's going to be sold out before I have the money to get one. Is my fear. You know, my fear is that Roland AX is going to be sold out before I get one. But we're on the same page as far as that new guitar from Roland. I think that thing is dope. But you know what though? Perfect Pitch. I ain't going to buy that thing and not have a hard case for it because I am not about to tear that thing up. I tore up my Elise's Vortex. That thing got tore up. It's been dropped because the straps didn't work right and stuff like that. And I'll be damned if I'm going to drop my Roland AX when I get that thing. Because, man, I want that thing, like, bad. And it's out, too, man. So frustrating. That's okay. I'm going to get it, though. It might be my birthday present for this year. We'll see. Show Shallow, how you doing? Sorry I'm leaning over, guys. So, the new Akai Professional Fire represents the first of its kind of dedicated hardware controller for the FL Studio digital audio workstation platform. Created in close partnership with ImageLine, Fire is a high-performance tool designed to enhance the workflow and music creating experience for all FL Studio producers. Perfect Pitch, I don't even want to say, but it's taking some hits, man. Um, and part of it was just my inexperience with working with a keytar. You know, I really should have treated the keytar like an expensive guitar, and I didn't do that. The screws that were in there popped out, and when that popped out, the thing went flying straight into the ground. And you know that keytar wasn't very expensive. It was very cheap plastic. It wasn't a very high quality plastic kind of thing. You know, it was very cheap plastic. So, you know, it would tend to scratch very easily and print easily because it's black. The pads on there weren't that very responsive. You know, so when you got all those things kind of riding against it, it doesn't make for the easiest of experiences. So that's what I mean. I do use an Akai MIDI controller. I have an MPK 25. I got an MPK 25, so. So, you know, a nice hands-on way to browse sounds, which I like, instead of using the mouse for that. But I mean, FL Studio is kind of like a mouse thing there. But as you can see how the controller mimics what happens on the screen. Obviously, this array of 16 by 4. So what's that? 16, 16, that's 32. So 64 buttons here. What you mad at, Perfect Pitch? 16 by 16 by 16 by 16. These buttons are RGB. You can solo and mute to the left here, which is good. And actually, it turns into a drum pad. Loop Master, stop selling the Lindrum VST. I never needed a Lindrum VST. I just used the samples, man. Plug it in whatever I want to plug it into, and I'm done. There's a note mode, so you can actually. Now here's the thing about this mode that I like over Maschine. And I hate comparing it to Maschine, but I've used Maschine for years, and it's kind of been my go-to. But you know, in Maschine, you do have a nice selection of scales, but in FL Studio, like, they have more scales in that thing that you even care about. So I'd rather have scales available to me to program to and not need it than to want to experiment with it and it's not there. So obviously you can see on these buttons that you can hit the scale. You never can find good samples? You check out Go Baby. Go Baby's got some dope samples, man. Like meat and potato samples, like good meat and potato samples that you can use to mix into other stuff. They're good, you know. Do they got the hardest trap stuff? No. But, you know, meat and potato samples are really good on that platform. So I definitely recommend Gold Baby. So as you can see, you can set these scales up however you want. Gold Baby. Just Google Gold Baby samples. They got a lot of good stuff on there that's pretty high quality, especially when it comes to classic drum machines. That's like my go-to. So you can play notes here. You got a drum mode, so you do get kind of a 16 pad thing there. I find this a little bit lacking because I do like the large MPC traditional squares if I'm going to be doing the drum pad kind of thing. I don't know how well you can articulate note repeat. And like, how would you even do note repeat on this? You know? But as far as getting there and programming trap beats, I mean, this is like, with the mouse and keyboard, it's second to none. But if you want to kind of have that drum pad thing, and as you can see, it kind of correlates to what's on the screen. I don't particularly like the FPC plugin because I'm not really that familiar with it, and it just looks lackluster to me on the surface. But it's probably a very powerful tool, so I can't hate on it too much. But I find the 16 by 4x4 drum interfaces of Maschine and Akai MPC software and hardware more inviting than this. However, when I get my hands on the software, I definitely want a moment to experience it and to check it out. So that's pretty exciting right there. Performance mode. So here it looks like you can kind of, I guess, cue different samples or cue different patterns, like all the like Ableton Live, which is cool. Transporting, that's cool. Hitting play. There's nothing like a nice play button. That always makes you feel good in the room that you're working in. It's a nice play button instead of having to click. You kind of feel like a super producer professional when you have a dedicated button to hit play, just like the days of old. Now this is a very interesting thing about having multi devices. So you mean to tell me if I spend $800, I can have 4 of these working together? But only thing is, okay, what do you do about the wire that's got to go under the other one? Like, how's that got to work? Music for Soul, just check out any Akai MP3 MIDI thing and you're good. But I definitely do like that you can link more than one together. I think that's a very smart idea and intuitive. It seems like they thought about the user, you know. And you get FL Studio Fire with lifetime free updates. I'm not sure how advanced that FL Studio is. FL Studio Fire is. I do feel like this is probably a light version of FL Studio. Because they, you know, I'm not really sure. I'm just not sure how much is in that. But I guess they're going to give you a light version to work with. That's legitimate, which I think is great. But I just don't know how in depth and how much, what comes with that platform. I really don't know. Do more with Fire. So, you know, it's USB powered. So, I mean, the footprint is small. And I think it's just cool. And like I said, for a price point of $200, very reasonable, you know, versus dealing with Akai and their $1,100 price point, dealing with the MPC Live, and also the the $2,100 price point of MPC X. Maschine Studio still sells for $1,000. Maschine MK3 is probably a $600 product. And Parady Jam is like a $400 product. And even though you've already bought the software on one hardware, you do get another Maschine license for that next controller you get. So, you know, you do have your options. That's what I'm saying. If you're probably budget conscious, I would say that this is the way to go. For the amount of power you get and the price point, especially for somebody who doesn't have a lot of money, or someone who does have money and doesn't want to spend a lot of money. Right. When you pay $800 for a Push 2, you get a light version of Ableton. And they could have gave you a full version like Akai did. Right. When you buy I guess when you buy MPC Live or MPC X, okay, low battery, take care. When you buy Akai Live or MPC X, MPC Live, you do get the full suite. I think Ableton Live Suite is like almost like a $600 value in itself right there. And it's a very great piece of software, and I actually want to get more used to working with it. And the cool thing about it is that I do have I do have Ableton Suite. However, I don't have the Push 2. And it's like, okay, what's the point of having the Suite without having Push 2? You know? So that kind of makes a difference to me as far as the experience. And that's one of the things I thought about FL Studio that I felt like they were missing, was the fact that they didn't have a dedicated hardware controller. Like, I've always wondered, why didn't you guys come out with a dedicated hardware controller? Now, they have other interfaces where they say, hey, we'll put this preset on your controller so then you can interface with FL Studio. But that's the thing. You got to make sure it's set up. You got to set this up. You got to set that up. And so what if your computer crashes or you want to move on to another computer? Now you have to go through all this process setting MIDI channels, MIDI numbers, or loading this preset or loading this template just to make it work for FL Studio. For in case point, if you want to use the Maschine Jam with FL Studio, and albeit it does work well, you still have to load the right preset inside of Maschine Jam, which is pre-programmed and set up, and then learn what the buttons mean, because all the buttons aren't right there labeled as such. They're labeled for Maschine. They're not labeled for FL Studio. So when you use a Maschine Jam onto FL Studio, you then have to go back to the manual or feel around in the dark for a long time to figure out what button represents what and how do you use that. Same thing with Ableton Live. There is a preset or there's a template for Ableton Live on a Maschine Jam. And albeit that works, you still have to learn what those buttons represent, because it's not labeled for Ableton Live, it's labeled for Maschine. In this platform right here, the Akai Fire is labeled specifically for FL Studio and not labeled for Maschine. It's not labeled for, I mean, the Maschine Studio is labeled for Maschine. The Ableton Push 2 is labeled for Ableton. The only difference here And you know, and I think Behringer's pulling the same thing, because they definitely got my money when, and I had the money ready to go when I finally had stock in the Behringer Model D, which sounds great, and it sounds spectacular, and it was a well $300 spent, and you know, it just looks dope in the studio too, right? Right, it's proprietary software, right? EL is proprietary software, so therefore I understand. And so it doesn't have a MIDI mode at all? Yeah, you know, so I mean, trust me. Like, I'm so close to like pulling the trigger, but I'm not pulling the trigger on buying one on principle. You know, it's like, okay, I heard about it like this week, right? Or the end of last week, right? The price was just right for me. I could have pulled the trigger and had one in, like I could be showing y'all one right now, right? But on principle, I don't like to make a jump decision and spend the money. I think that's probably anybody who's lived long enough to know that it's better to not make a jump decision unless the right vibe or the right circumstances are there. Okay, you hooked it up to your MPCX and actually used it. Just no lights from the push to. Okay, well that might have been hard to navigate. Hey, James Antoine, how are you doing? Thank you for coming by. So now you're dealing with a situation where I just didn't want to spend the money. You know, and then at the same time, when there's other things I know that needs to be taken care of, I'm not going to be so quick to just pull the trigger. Do I have $200 to get that? Yeah, I do. But I'm not going to just pull the trigger like that. You know, I'm going to mull over it. And then think about it. Perfect pitch. If you're in the boat like me, you know you got the Roland AX sitting there, and you know you want to buy one because you know they're going to sell out. You know they're going to sell out because Roland only makes so much of the products that they make, so you know they're going to sell out. So it's like, okay, do I throw $200 towards this FL Fire, or do I put that $200 away to knock down that cost for that Roland AX? And that's what happens when you don't have thousands of dollars set aside for music equipment. You have to make life decisions. Oh yeah, you're grown, so you got to take care of business first. So I don't use Machine Studio so often. I'm kind of in the FL Studio phase, and I'm kind of waiting for Machine to come out with the updates that I want them to come out with. So very easily this controller, and that's the thing. I don't know if this thing is going to have a no repeat on it. I don't know. So you may see me put the Machine Studio up on my shelf to see how it feels to have the FL Fire here, you know. So, I want, let me put it this way. I want the AX-Edge more than the FL Fire Studio, if that makes any sense. So, well, source code, I want better automation and better song arrangement. I just don't like arranging songs on that thing. I don't like automation. DBG, you just got your Roland AX-Edge. I am jealous of you. So you think you missed out on a FL Fire? Oh yeah, DJ Chop Squad's making fire with this one. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like a no-brainer, especially for the cost. It's just that there are some bigger fish to fry. You know, I need a new gigging keyboard, all black with the red blade. Ooh, are you going to customize it? Man, see, now you got me wondering about the block. Oh yeah, you think you're gonna miss out on that Roland AX-Edge? I don't know, man. I think if I hustle, I think I can get one before the end of the year if I hustle. But that means I got to finish some sample libraries. Because you know what I think I'm going to do to raise money for AX-Edge? Is take all the jam samples from all these damn remakes I did, because I know people want them, and just come up with a cheap sample library from all the remakes I did over the years. And drop that. $20. Be like doggone 500 samples in that thing. Sweetwater, I got you. Yeah, I guess Sweetwater definitely gets the pick of the litter on products. American Music Supply will make you pay only like about $80 a month for it for a year. I don't want to do that again. for a 21 month, but is it a credit check though? It's probably a credit check. How much is it a month? See, I don't like going into debt. I mean, it's not a lot of money in a year. It's not a lot of money a year. Debt makes me feel funny. Debt makes me feel, oh, $21. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. But, you know, as far as owing a company or owing people money, I say yuck. You know, on Dove. So perfect. Yeah, I need to finish the sample pack. So I guess that's my October project. Yeah, debt makes me feel sad and broke. I don't like debt. And yes, it's manageable because it's only $1,000. But to go into debt, paying for that month after month, it's just not a good feeling. DBG, do you gig like that? Do you gig so much that you are, you know, that you are balling like that? That you can pay it off? So yeah, no, it's a great, awesome, man. More power to you. So you got the Roland. Matter of fact, let's look at the Roland AX-Edge while we're at it. Let's look at that. Edge, whatever. Oh my God. It is like the most sexiest. It's sexy. It makes me feel some type of way when I look at it. It be having me in my feelings. And it's got a bunch of sounds in it, and you can probably, oh man. Really? 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 Look at that thing. Really? It got me in my feelings. And you know what pissed me off, though? Is that girls don't understand what you're doing when you're playing that thing. That's what gonna piss me off, though. Like, I'm probably gonna be on stage feeling like I'm the stuff. Caught your eye. Hey, they got one picture with a brother playing that thing. Ah! Yes, Akai will do it for $66 a month. For 3 months. I just feel some type of way about having payments. It's debt. Oh my God. They did show that brother playing one. But see, that's the thing. If I gotta get one, man. I gotta get one. I don't know how to act. I don't trust my job enough, y'all. And YouTube and DillioTTK.com I can't live off of that. Oh my, come on. Come on, man. Come on. Really? And it's got a vocoder in the damn thing? What else caught your attention, Perfect? The stand, the clips, the pitch bend, what else caught your attention? Oh. Man, don't show up at one of my open mics, man. I'm gonna look at you like, man, you asshole. you look at this. I'll be turning the perfect pitch, man. I'm like, man, look at this dude, man. He think he hot. He think he hot. The vocoder. You wouldn't be on stage all wired up like, you a big vocoder fan? And you know Behringer coming out with a vocoder based off the original Roland. That's fully analog. Oh man, look like a doggone weapon. Like I just want to take that and just chop up a hater with it. Like, I just want to chop him. Yeah, man. Look. He would tap me on the shoulder. Man, look at this dude, man. Look at this dude, man. Oh, he hard. He had money for the guitar. Huh? Oh, he hard. Oh, he think he hard. He think he hard. Behringer is not playing. I just don't trust him to make nothing like this. Sergio got one too. Look at that. Look at that. Now you know you hard when your guitar can sit on a keyboard on a guitar stand like that. You know I'm gonna spend all that marked up price for a doggone guitar stand for this thing. You know they're gonna mark it up. That thing probably worth only $20. Probably cost them $5 to make. They're gonna sell it to us for $30. And they're gonna get that money too. Ooh, look at that white. Ooh. Look at that white and gold. Ooh. Sergio got... Ooh. Look at that. Ooh, that black and that gray. Ooh. Ooh. You know what I would do, man? You know what I'd do? I would take these panels off. And I would take it to the car. I would take it to the auto detailer. I'd be like, hey, man. Let's look at the white and gold. Look at the white and gold. Ooh! I'll tell you what I would do. I would go to, you know where people get the candy paint? Take it to the auto detailer, right? Not Mako. Don't take it to Mako. Take it to the hood. Take it to the hood where they paint the cars. Take it to the hood where they paint the cars at. And get that candy paint. Have Jesus painted on that thing or something. So you play it at church. Pastor be smiling at you. That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. Look at that. Yeah, he can play that on service, man. He got Jesus on that thing. Ooh. My buddy put LEDs on that thing some kind of way. Oh, man. Got your mic input, phones, left, right. Right, maybe put DT2K on there, put my R sound symbol on there. Ooh. Bluetooth MIDI. This thing talk Bluetooth, too. You know how pastors do. That's all right. Hey, that's all right. Bluetooth MIDI. So imagine using this with your iPad wirelessly. So if you interface, say you got a gig, you interface this with your iPad wirelessly. You got all the Moog Model D stuff on there. You got all the... Do you know what kind of bass lines I will crank out with this thing? And I got to rehearse for this show tonight too. Doggone it. We ain't going to be too long. That's all right now. Listen. Bluetooth over MIDI? Come on now. Memory card. Oh, you change your programs right here. Master volume. I don't know, because I would like to change. Well, let me see. Where would I like to change my volume at? I guess that's okay. Sometimes you gotta ride that volume. So okay, so that makes sense for them to put it on the side. So that way you can hold it with your left hand, hold down a key. That black one dope, ain't it? Look on the back. That's on the back. Look on the buttons you got. On the back of it. Oh, I want permanent. Oh. Batteries right there. Yo, I need a hard case for this thing, though. You got to have a hard case for this thing. Yeah. That's dope. So, that's the Roland AX. They just dropped it. Oh, my gosh. So, I guess I got to get tattoos to play this thing, huh? That's the only thing about that volume, though. I have to get used to that volume control being up there. Can actually do like the volume where the volume's located on the guitar more better. Yeah. 49 keys. Sound generator. Synth EX. Slide by me. You slide. I hope y'all saw that last episode of Making the Majykbox. I'm going through everything, so we got a lot of stuff to cover on the album. I'm going to be covering the whole album, so I hope you like the series. I hope you like the little episodes I'm doing on there. And me breaking them all down into tutorials. I hope you guys are enjoying that and like that. User programs, 320. Preset tones, over 500. User tones, 256. Part multi-effects, 79 types. Part EQ. Vocoder. Chorus, 8 types. Reverb, 6 types. Master compressor. Master EQ. Favorite. Song player. Arpeggiator. Vocoder. That project mix, yeah, I still use it. I need to retire it, though. I still use it, but I need to retire it. Bluetooth. USB flash drive. Media. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Just when I thought I was done getting equipment. Like, I ain't trying to spend no more money on no equipment. I ain't trying. Then they just had to put this dog on. No, I've been wanting me a nice guitar, like a for real guitar. No, I wanted me one. They knew I wanted one. And they pull this nonsense. Oh, I think the controller is great. We were just talking about that earlier in the show. No, I want me one. Then they want to do something like this. They ought to be ashamed of themselves for doing this. Akai Edge editor. Okay, so you get the Bluetooth and then control your patches from your phone. How much is the doggone keyboard stand? Pre-nam. Pre-nam. How much is the doggone stand? I bet you that thing $40, $50. How much is the stand? How much is the stand, Roland? How much is the stand? How much is the stand, Roland? Stop playing with me and tell me how much is the stand. ST-AX2. ST-AX2. How much is the stand, Roland? How much is the stand? Are you kidding me? $59. No, I'm going to pay that money too. Make me sick. That is too... You know that thing going to be wore out after a while. Make no doggone sense. Make me sick. How much is the hard case for this thing, man? This don't make no sense. Oh my gosh. Help me, somebody. Help me, somebody. Expression pedal. Damper pedal. Foot switch. What, the hard case? They got a Roland AX-Edge hard case? Roland AX-Edge hard. For the case? Really? Amazon, SKB. Dang, they already... No, I'm going to pay it. Do you know how much I paid for the hard case for my MPC Live? It was expensive. Now, is it protecting the hell out of my MPC Live? Yes. Which is why I got it. But boy, they hit me for that. They hit me for that. You know I don't want no soft case. That soft case ain't going to protect it. How many people in the room know that soft cases don't protect their keyboards? How many people in the room know this? I refuse to put this thing... Perfect, that thing going to be doggone heavier than I don't know what. You're going to be mad. You be like, he going to make it for you in front of you. Be like, this is dope, man. You're going to load that thing in your whip. Oh, 403A is I understand it's a pretty good sampler. I wonder if anybody on YouTube got it. We're going to find out the hard way. We're going to look at other people's videos of this thing and be mad at them. We're just going to be mad at them right now. They better get somebody that doggone shreds on this thing. Doggone it. He gonna make me feel bad. Sergio. Sell him. He about to make me mad. Stop! Stop it right there. Make me sick. I'm sick right now. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick.
Sergio, don't hurt him now.
I would not done the bass on that synthesizer. You gotta do it on Moog or don't do it at all. Look at me, he got the Chord too. He greedy.
Baby, I'm about to... I'm feeling myself.
I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I don't want to do YouTube no more. I'm just playing. Pretty dope, man. Gotta get props where credit is due. So, yeah. That's pretty dope. I don't even... Okay, y'all know about the MO... Hey, perfect. He good, but he ain't put no... He was good. But wasn't no grease on it, though. It was good. But I ain't feel no pain. I didn't hear no inequality in this playing, man. I didn't hear no racial inequality in this play. He was good. He was good. But he played like he was safe, man. He played like he didn't have to watch out. He didn't have to watch his back when he leave the club trying to get his synthesizer back to the car. Nobody. He was good. But he playing like 45 didn't just text him today. He was good. But he played like he didn't have to go shopping at Walmart. He played like he went shopping at Whole Foods. He played like he ain't got to work 8 hours a day. He gig on the weekends, stay at home, play keyboards all day, and be able to practice. He playing like he ain't got to go gig on Sunday morning. And put up with the music directors giving him some giving him problems. But he was good. No perfect pitch. He can't put something on that wasn't there. He put grease, WD-40, Lucas Gear Oil, 10 WD-30, pink oil, moisturized, S-Curl kit. But then he put some shea butter on it. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. Really dope. Really dope, man. My room looked hood as hell compared to his room. That's a taboo. I ain't gonna compare myself. We shouldn't compare ourselves. We should congratulate. He played like they sent him that. He don't even care he got it. I'm just playing. I'm just saying bad jokes. 5 minutes left for the show. We're not going to be on all night because I do have to practice some songs. And turn this fan on because it is hot in here. Yeah. Question of the night. Question of the night. Before we go. It's about dating. This is about the relationships between men and women. I was on Facebook and I said, ladies, if a guy wants to hang out, does it automatically mean he wants to have sex? Fellas, let me ask you a question. If you want to hang out with a girl, does that automatically mean you want to have sex with her? Or you're trying to be more than friends? I'd love to see the answer to your questions below before we wrap up the broadcast for tonight. After I've been made sick looking at the AX-Edge equipment that I don't want to spend money on, and the FL Fire. Thank you, DBG. Because apparently there are some women out there that feel this way. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Trying to do, oh, you might be going to Cali in November. What you doing, NAM or something or what? How many brothers in the chat room have been friended by a pretty attractive woman on Facebook only to check her profile and see that it's a fake profile? How many went through that today? I just went through that right now. Boy, you got to be strong out here, man. Your skin got to be thick. Oh, family? Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Depends on the guy. For sure, so everyone has. That Troy. That Troy. Did I pronounce your name right? If you could pick one Roland boutique instrument, what would you pick? What would you pick? If you could pick one Roland boutique instrument, what would you pick? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? Roland just makes every doggone thing, huh? Go keys. Where are the doggone? Okay, boutique. Where is the boutique? Could chuck wood. Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say it. I was hanging over my buddy's crib and we were checking out his Roland JX something 8P whatever. And it sounded big, and then we tried a JDXA and it just did not sound as amazing as the joint. It just it just wasn't quite the same thing. So Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap up this broadcast. I want to thank everybody for coming through and hanging out with me and having a good laugh or two. Stay tuned for more episodes from Making the Majykbox. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm wrapping it up. Y'all take care. Be safe. I'm out of here. And peace. JDXA is decent. I just need more time with it. All right, I'm going.